levels of divine consciousness so that you can decipher the world and reality in front of you, and so that you can make use of it. That you are not here just to be blown in the wind, scattered like seeds on this earth. That you are here to be the co-creator of these things. You are here to be a collaborator. That you and yourself are a sovereign individual. You are powerful divine light that is seeking to unfold. In order to unfold, the universe is telling you to curate very specific conditions in order for the flower within to blossom. There's been a divine power, passion, and lust, a hunger for life instilled inside of you that has set this burning gaze upon the future. And with this burning desire, you'll have everything that you need to accomplish your goal. If you've heard before, there's a will, there's a way, and now there's endless resource. The universe supplies infinite resource. When one resource runs out, there will be creative intelligence applied to the plastic fabric of reality that molds things into new uses. There will always be something else that propels you forward, that extends through you. Trust that the universe is ready to equip you with all things required to be able to achieve your goal and to become the person that you have visualized within. You are being called at this time to see yourself in your godlike form, to visualize this, to meditate upon it, to see yourself in your absolute strength, pose, and power, in a way and grandeur that rivals, that triumphs anything that you have accomplished now. And that as you put your faith in the darkness beyond the stars, you realize that you are expanding divine consciousness. For where light has not yet traveled is for where the world, for where knowledge has yet to been explored. For you have chosen to be here. You are on this spiritual journey in life to learn, to expand. Infinite nothingness has no grasp. It is through the give and take, the pain and the trial, that we find the abundance of joy in life. For those who have never suffered, find the blandness of life to be consistent. Everything tastes like sand. You have been chosen by Spirit because you are the diamond in the rough. You are the rare, you are the unique. You are the one who has chosen their own path, their own frequency, and their own way. The universe is looking to give you the proper tools at this time to be more than just a standout. Be more than just someone that other people feel is just against the grain. Because you're more than just against the grain. You are about to become what others see as the mainstream, because you have established that. You have set that precedent. You have set the things in living, breathing motion where all can see in that tapestry of life that dances around you. That it is evident through spirit, the chirping of the birds, and through all the things, all the microscopic things within life that are pointing to the evidence of your excellence at this time. Trust in the universe and trust in spirit to help to empower you. You're under difficult circumstances. You're being called to operate within a limited frame of life. The universe wants you to be able to cultivate the discipline required to be able to work through all things. And so, therefore, it has instilled you with this burning desire. The burning desire in front of you will go above all blood, sweat, and tears, all fear that is stopping you from matching your mind to reality. The illusion of distance is the only thing that has stopped you from being able to accomplish this goal. The illusion of separation, the illusion of steps. There's no set of order of things that you need to go into the quest of your personal greatness. You are not here to validate for others your greatness. You are here to live it, to breathe it. For those will know it through the subtleties of the breath that follows around you, that there are great spirits amongst you, and you are here to establish power. You're not seeking the autobiography. You're not seeking the plaque. You're not looking for your name to be engraved in stone, because you know there's a spirit within you that goes along with the sign, the song of the eternal times. You're being guided by unique beings. You're finding that spirit is reaching out to you in authentic yet unique ways. You're at a place in your life where you've just stopped trying to explain the spiritual process to people. That you trust what you're being guided by. You no longer need to cross-verify or validate. You have cultivated within yourself the resonation. That the database of resonation is now able to tune into the things and see precisely for what they are, for their energetic numeric value. Like a barcode, you are finding everything in life has that value that you're able to tap into and see it for what it is. What's its power level? It's now within your gaze. You are finding that divine truth has presented itself. Someone with tremendous levels of knowledge, certification, opportunities perhaps. You're advancing in some form of life where your knowledge is expanding, your opportunities are expanding. You're finding that others are very impressed with your ability to share, demonstrate, and present information. It's not just theoretics. It's not just ideas. It's not just concepts. It's results. It's the results that drop jaws. It's the results that get people's attention. And then all the things that orbit around it are just things that help bring that focus to the center. The universe is telling you at this time that there are perfect alignments for mental endeavors. If you're looking to study, if you're looking to learn, if you're looking to advance into new rooms that have new conversations, the universe is presenting this opportunity at this time. You are being given the chance to experience a new soul mission. You are following your heart's desire. You are traveling to a world of new spiritual beginning. And so within you has been ignited this new spark, this new hunger for life. This new journey and adventure that is brewing within you is beginning to blossom, and therefore the universe is starting to send those correspondences. Like thunder, you're going to find new opportunities strike into your life very suddenly, and they demand fast and rapid action. You're feeling quite decisive about who you are and what it is that you have set out to accomplish. Whereas others see the situation in front of you for quite grim. You are the true alchemist who can see opportunity and benefit in all things. Trust in your instincts at this time. Trust in your willingness to go with the flow. You see the journey, you see the dream, but you also see the sacrifices that are required in order to become that divine glory. You realize that there's been a gift bestowed upon you to believe in yourself, to have faith in yourself, where others are constantly under the gaze of judgment and bend to the waves of conformity. You are the exalted individual that is therefore, through their example, setting forth the precedent of the living and breathing divine consciousness. All can access this. It is though, however, required that it is demonstrated before anyone can understand. You can only imagine as far as you can see. You can only see as far as you're willing to build with. And you need so many things to pull out from pole. Many people are so misled by the immediate things within their circumstances. They're so drawn by the instantaneous impulses that have been crafted within the fabrics of society. Understand that the universe is helping to give you elevated taste, elevated instincts, helping you to understand the true essence of what is in front of you and how to move these building blocks. You're at a place in your life where you are truly motivated by love, and you're ready to embrace a new path so that you can move more towards it. You no longer want love, work, labor to be these separate things. You want all these things to come together cohesively. You want them to be able to come together in one spirit and in one message. The universe is telling you to trust in your sets of skills, trust in your instincts. Know that you feel within yourself the resonation of success, and so you need to follow where your heart is guiding you. The universe is embedded within you, your heart, the keys. You are now being guided through the arching trees, through the doorways of life. And where there's the doorway that only your echo, only your sound will unlock the doors in front of you. Know at this time the universe is guiding you towards a unique journey. It is looking to help instill in you the mental ability, the energetic capacity to be able to do the tremendous amount of work required to see the dreams come to fruition. I'm sensing that you have felt daunted in the past by the amount of work required, the level of study and dedication required to pick up the work. However, I'm sensing that there's something new within you that has this newfound courage, passion for life. It is almost as if difficult circumstances have set off the match and have set off the fire, and everything is now ablaze. You have found the spirit awoken within you. Divine consciousness is expanded through you and is moving into others. With all the things that you do through even just subtle gestures, they are felt because of the profound intelligence that is behind every simplistic thing within your life. You're going to find that there are new levels of knowledge that are coming your way. That your mind's eye is only getting sharper and is being handed new tools and is equipping the things that are going to make it much more versatile. You're going to find that there's a whole lot of abundance in your life as far as options, choices, indulgences. You're going to find that wealth is supplied in your life quite soon. No more, no less than what is required to make the next move. Spirit is looking for you to guide towards the innovative and creative path, the unique way of doing things. Spirit wants you to be able to step into the essence of who you truly are. It wants you to be confident and decisive. You're being called to be more introspective at this time, to get in touch with the soul fabric of who you really are. The universe is telling you to trust in where it is that you are being guided. Trust in where it is that you want to be able to go to see your levels of achievement. The universe is saying that the levels of strife in front of you are just tests. Are you willing to let your feet get burned across the coals of initiation? The portal is being stepped in front of you. You are being shown the very clear way forward. And now, as you're ready to embrace the frequency, the vibration, to transcend to this next level, the universe is going to test you to see if you're really ready. It is at this time you are being called to completely visualize wholeheartedly the world that you want to experience and feel in, all the things that you want to feel, and all the journeys that you want to take up on. The universe is supplying you with all the things required and is showing you all the different abundance of options and opportunities to move forward. You are not limited with choices. However, you must choose. You must be decisive within this life to be able to take on the next level, the next opportunity. I'm sensing that there have been difficult times within your life. However, you're ready to evolve to the next level. We're going to now check in with your psychic abilities and your psychic skills. Let's see how they are honing, and let's see how they are faring in your environments. What does your psyche need to hear? Does your psyche need to hear? You need to understand that a positive movement forward is what is required. Positive thinking and positive action. No longer can you just simply be moved by the wind or moved by the sway of negativity or just distractions. If there's no fruitfulness to the conversation, there's no point to it. You don't have to be positive just to smile and listen. Positive is momentum. Focus on the momentum in life and you will be blessed. The universe is talking to you. It is whispering to you. It is giving you many signs of its presence. You can feel its face coming through all and many things. The universe is going to great lengths to reach out to you, to guide you, to instruct you on how to be able to handle the business in front of you thoroughly. Now, it's very important for you to be focusing on your sacral chakra. Focus on the positive moves forward. Focus on the powerful and the unifying connections that commence. Gods be praised to everybody here. My name is Avery, my divinity into yours, and welcome to Seldom Dreams. Shout out to our friend MS, who is kicking us off for our readings today. For being the first one, we've got a 7-card reading. It's going to be a shadow and light reading, and I'll also draw an oracle card for you. Thank you for your generous contribution. I'm excited to read for you. So bronze. Let's start off. Where you stand, as above, so below, the shadow and the light within your life. The shadow and the light within your life. Where you stand is the Princess of Cups. Persuasion. There's something that speaks to your sense of sensuality and imagination. You stand in this dreamlike place where you would love to see what the world has to offer you. The vast world of experience that could be yours. There's something that is knocking on the door so gently on the mind. Something I'm sensing that is coming from your past. Spirit is showing something that is coming to in your life that is rooted in the past, the many phases of your life. Something that is coming quite full circle. That's the as above. Spirit is trying to tell you to go within to decipher this one. That there's something in front of you that by going within, you're going to be able to get that firm handle, that firm grip on it. Now, so below, I see the 4 of Swords. There's this need for rest. To make the proper room in your life for something to restore itself. There's something in your life that needs to step back into its place of resourcefulness. Spirit wants to see all these things being interconnected. It wants to see you being able to make the room to release something in your life that no longer serves. So the right things, so the best things can truly prosper. Spirit right now is trying to send to you the best of things, but needs you to make room for them. In the light, I see the Wheel of Fortune, something being set in motion for you. Spirit is trying to send this great blessing into your life. Wants to send you these amazing rewards. You see how the fates have carefully intertwined all things to bring you to where you are today. Spirit wants to show you something that speaks so many things to you. In the shadow, I see the 7 of Cups, seeing the lies, illusions, being obsessed with them. There's something in your life that is really taking you out of it. Something that feels like it really distracts you from being able to enjoy the moment. Spirit wants you to be able to step into this new place of accomplishment. It wants you to begin to feel that reward of life. It wants to help you see how so many things can come about and go about in different ways. And that you are needing to let go of old beliefs that might be limiting you, holding you back, or things that you can't let go of. Now your actions of the light, you're going to have the 4 of Pentacles, seeing the responsibilities needing to be taken in order to get ahead, in order to get to the places where you want to be. Spirit is telling me that there are a lot of distractions that would like to preoccupy you. But however, you see the importance of holding true to the things that are important to you, to the things that you would like to prioritize right now in your life. Actions in the shadow. As I see the Princess of Wands, you can't help but want to expand and illuminate your flame. Show off your light. You can't help but want things to be more in your world of power. I'm sensing Spirit is trying to help you be able to move forward without helping like you feel like you needing to be noticed or confirmed. Removing all senses of confirmation will be important for you because there are people who are just simply not worthy of your audience, your time. Spirit is trying to tell you that there's so much more to be experienced, and these things do not need to be experienced with these people. Blessings to you, my friend. I'm now going to draw for you an oracle card. It's going to be from the Spirit Song Tarot. Card that I've drawn to start is the Shaman. This is represented by an eagle, divine wisdom, and spiritual power. Right now, you are being called to be able to demonstrate and share your wisdom. There's something brilliant about you right now that is helping you to be able to move forward and to transcend. Trust that Spirit has helped you to overcome senses of limitation. It's helping you to be able to step into these beautiful senses of power. You're being guided by marvelous and powerful things. Spirit is setting in motion these things to help you get up on top, to help you secure an advantageous and powerful position within this world. Blessings to you, MS. Thank you so much. And God's be praised to our friend, Shani Boy, Sheba Dog in samurai armor, holding a gold trophy. I absolutely love it. Thank you, my friend. You are going to be up next. And then we have our friend with the initials SW. Over on Hipsy, you will be following. Thank you so much for purchasing a reading. So we're going to do a Celtic cross for Shani Boy. We're going to see whatever comes up is what comes up. Whatever needs to be is. At the bottom of the deck, I see the Magus, expressing your divine light, having this new wave of vibration and frequency to you. Spirit is showing that there is something that you would like to radiate out into the world. And so that there are so many things that are coming to life for you. And you're now finding how to be able to access them more, how to be able to use them more. 2 cards for your present situation. As above, 2 cards for the past, your outlook towards the future, actions towards the future, your mindset, your heart space, and the outcome of the reading. Where you stand in the present situation is the King of Pentacles. Being at this place where you can see the advantages coming in front of you. See that right now, here's this terrific chance to be able to see something to make it yours. An amazing opportunity has presented itself. And right now, with diligence and persistence, you can make it happen. It requires you embracing change. There's a change of circumstances, change of attitudes, a change of the moment of the now. And Spirit is trying to show you the way forward to help get you ahead. Spirit would like to help build your life towards this new journey and help you to be able to make the swift shift towards a successful future. As above, I see the Emperor. Here's this powerful force about you, calling you to be brave, calling you to be insightful, telling you to trust your instincts, telling you that what you see, what you feel and know to be true is divine. And Spirit wants you to be able to know these things and trust these things. That there's this great power with you to take authority and take charge. That right now you can know that these amazing things coming about can happen, can work for you. And that Spirit is going to give you all the things that you want to experience. Now, the far past, I see the Nine of Swords, cruelty and pain. There's something in your life that you're being called to work through. Something that has been very difficult for you to navigate. And this has called you to realize that you're just simply dissatisfied with the situation. You're no longer willing to put up with it. You don't have the energy for it. So Spirit is helping you to see the opportunities to move forward. Your outlook towards the future is the Priestess. You're going through a powerful awakening. You are seeing the incentive. You are having initiative to make quick and swift moves forward in your life. And with this desire to move your life forward, You're going to find that there are so many things that are beginning to level up. A new perspective of wisdom. Your outlook towards the future is quite wise. You are seeing the advantages that come with that. Actions towards the future, you are reassessing things. You're seeing where there is failure in your life. You're recognizing things where there is your own personal self-accountability. There are some things that you could have perhaps have done better, and you're realizing this. Now, the energy of your mindset, the wheel of fortune, being ready to set in motion something that is powerful, seeing the great gifts that could come about when something is set to life. Spirit is trying to show you how many ways things can come true. Trust in the movements, trust in the ways that things happen, and that all these things can and will happen for you quite swiftly. The energy within your heart is the Four of Discs, power. This energy of power in your life is becoming this really big theme. Spirit is trying to show you how you're able to obtain and utilize power more. In your heart, you see the importance of being committed towards what it is that you know to be destiny, what it is that you know to be yours. The outcome of the reading is the Six of Swords. You are being guided towards something marvelous. Something powerful in your life is about to commence. It's about to happen. Trust that Spirit is trying to set in motion something that really works for you. Something that's going to bring you to a new place and a new world. That you're being guided. You can trust what you're being guided by. Spirit is going to show you that little light at the end of the tunnel that it seems that nobody else was able to see. Nobody else was able to catch on to. That there's something that is really helping you to level up here. See the opportunities, the waves going forward that you're able to break. Blessings to you, my friend. I'm going to draw one oracle card for you, and then we're going to move on to our next reading. To our friend SW, who has purchased a reading on Hipsy. Hello, Bridget. Welcome to you. Thank you for joining us. The animal message card that has come through for you is the Raven, symbolized as the magician. You're being called to focus on your willpower. That you have this incredible creative gift to you. Apply any accordingly to get the desires you are after. Blessings to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Hello, Rainer Reaper on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to get a reading, here are the instructions. We do have a free reading day coming up in exactly 1 week. So if anyone would like to sign up for a free reading, head on over to Hipsy. We have a free reading week, a free reading day next Monday. So thank you to everybody for joining us. Up next, for purchasing a Hipsy reading, we have our friend SW. Silver reading. Hope you're fabulous. Can you tippy tap into my live situation and see what pops up? Happiest Monday. Okay, we're going to tap into that energy. See what comes up. And God's be praised to SG. You will be up next. So Celtic Cross coming up for SW. First card that's come up is the Ten of Pentacles. Right now, to start off your reading, where you stand in your present situation, Spirit is saying that there is so much that has worked together, that has been interwoven to lead up to this moment. Spirit is saying that ancestral spirit and generational wealth, all things that have worked together to bring you to where you are are to help bring about a prosperous moment. That there's something that is meant to come alive, that there's something that is meant to be felt in this world, and so much has been invested in this world to bring you here. You have been finding around you this beautiful sense of pleasure and excitement, euphoria. Your environment is opportunistic. You see all the worlds, all the things that you can experience. Right now, your mind is quite mesmerized and infatuated by the things that are unfolding in front of you. As above, I am seeing that you are working through something also at the same time that is difficult, that there's something that is generational that is shifting. And that though this is something that is definitely felt on a high level, it is also something that is painful. It's something that you are celebrating, but yet also working through. The energy of the far past, I see the Eight of Swords, blockages and delays, that there are things that have felt stuck and held off. Spirit is trying to help to release anything that feels like a blockage in your life, to help remove all obstacles. There are things right now that are helping to clear way for you, that are helping to shift into the stronger world. Right now, you see how you were able to unravel things. You had to recognize the source of unhappiness. You're seeing that there are things that just did not speak to you, or that there are things that were not aligned. You took the time to separate yourself from them and to then realign with the things that were meant to be in your life. That Spirit has gone to a lot of works to wake you up with a certain situation, to help shift your awareness. Your outlook towards the future, I see the Ace of Wands, seeing a world of opportunity. Spirit is trying to show you that there are so many ways and so many things that are about to happen. That there are so many things that are speaking to you in the wind, so to speak. That there are some things that feel subtle. There are things that feel gentle, but they're persuasive. They speak to you. You know that they're real. And so Spirit is guiding you to be able to tap into this energy. For you, it has helped you to get into this limitless world. Your actions towards the future. I see the Eight of Pentacles. You are seeing where and how your skills are beginning to guide you. You are seeing the momentum start to pick up. Though the work in itself feels tedious, you are feeling committed and devoted to the craft and continuing to refine your results going forward. You're just getting better and better at what you do every single day. The energy of your mindset, I see the Six of Wands victory. That your mindset going forward is on winning and only winning. And that failure is just simply not a result. You have oriented and you have geared your mind to only being able to observe victory and success. The energy of your heart. I see the Tower. Excuse me, not the Tower. Goodness gracious. I see the Hermit. In some way similar. The need to go within to analyze things. It's the calm before the storm. Realizing that things need to be assessed. Things need to be analyzed. There are things in your life that right now need just you to address them. You need to find what you and what you will love alone love, and not what other people want for you. The final outcome of your reading is the Eight of Wands swiftness. I'm sensing once certain decisions happen, life is beginning to set forward in this extremely fast-paced motion. That right now, the cadence of things are going to pick up at an alarmingly quick speed. You can trust that the things that have been set in motion at this time are powerful. They are high-level. We'll draw an animal message card for you. Let's see what animal spirit wants to come forward to speak for you. I have the Eight of Feathers, courage and solutions. The mouse. Being courageous and being opportunistic. Seeing that you create your own opportunities to break away from the nature, from the path that someone else is trying to craft for you. You're being called to take the time to create your own trail. Someone else wants to tell you to go which way. But be brave to know that your way is the way that you know, and trust that it is going to work for you. Blessings to you, my friend. Thank you so much for purchasing a silver reading. Up next, I have SG. Master Splinter, that's correct. The discipline and the courage to do what others are absolutely terrified of. Blessings to you, my friend. Thank you for purchasing a reading. Up next, SG. What do I need to know about family and friends? Is there something that I need to know that I'm not aware of? Is there something that you are not aware of? To start off, I see the moon. The moon is telling you to go into your mind, your soul, explore things on a deeper level. Right now, Spirit is telling you at the center of your reading, within your mindset, you are focusing on going within, reevaluating your connections, how past energies have led to the now. Reassessment is within the mind. I'm now going to draw for you 2 cards for the heart. To start, I see the 7 of Cups. That I'm sensing that perceptions of others are starting to break apart, and that things that you used to be drawn to now seem to have lost their value, their glimmer. That right now, the ugly sides of things are revealing themselves to you within others. And you have the world. Family and friends, I'm sensing that you're ready to break away from those old worlds. You want to now experience something else entirely. You want to find this new chapter of your life to begin. Spirit is telling you to recognize that some things were only meant to get so far. And Spirit is now trying to show you how you are now being catapulted forward and launched off of a pad within life. You're being shown your destiny, and you're being shown that you have tremendous gifts. Something very powerful has reached out to you and has told you, hey, you are tapped in. You are conscious. You are awake, and you are in tune. There are marvelous things that are unfolding for you. A lot of things that Spirit has invested in for you to learn right now are about to come into your life at rapid speed. You could trust into what you sense and what you know has been aligned. It is destined. It is going to come with a level of strife. Right now, family and friends have issues with your interests. They have issues with what you want to do. They have a problem with how you want to grow your life. And they are continuing to project their own sets of issues into your situations. This isn't helping you. It's not helping them. Spirit is trying to help show them and you. The better way forward is just by being aligned, by trusting what destiny has prepared for you, and by allowing it to exist, accepting the tension that will come because of it. The bottom of the deck is the King of Cups, telling you to look at the world with a large gaze, to see that there's so many things that can happen for you. That Spirit right now is helping to bring you into the place of higher alignment and spiritual grace. That there are things that are upgrading for you, growing for you, moving on to higher timelines and levels. That you now know and realize what it is that you are capable of and what it is that you can do. You are ready to go experience your joys with this new grown version of you. Blessings to you, SG. Thank you so much for tuning in and for purchasing a reading. If anyone would like to purchase a reading, you just simply need to follow these instructions to get a reading during this live stream. You're being called by the universe at this time to become the character. The character is able to speak to people in a form of language that is unique from spoken word or specifically written word, wherein often we like to discuss things with people, focus on the diction, focus on the meaning, focus on all the things that can be talked about, and we put so much weight on what is said, but never enough weight on what is felt. Now, the character can walk into the room and decide how the people around them are going to feel. That their words are not the thing that is important. Their words are just simply the vehicle. Their words are the deliverance, the pad in which that energetic frequency, it is the route of transmission, the place of being able to signify to the receiver is not based off of what is said. That I can go on the longest speeches, I can go into the deepest riddles, and those who can resonate with truth would be able to nod their head, and there'll be those with their notepads out, their big school brains, the professors of everything, working at their notepad and frustrated because the language doesn't add up to the database theorems. It doesn't add up to all the previous peer-reviewed explanations. It doesn't abide by familiar regulations. That truth is unregulated. Truth lives through character. Truth lives through spirit. You're being called at this time to allow the action of your being to be the thing that speaks the most loudly. That to just simply become a speaker, to become a singer, to become somebody who puts themselves in front of others and uses their words in such a way, those people who are the best at those positions know that very few people remember exactly what was said, but everybody remembers what they felt. That you are the orchestrator of feeling. Think of your words not as words upon diction of themselves, but of paintbrushes of emotion. Trust that the things that are flowing through you should be used to curate effect, not just simply to state things. That stating things for the stating things, for the sake of stating things, for just saying what's on your mind for the sake of saying what's on your mind can have consequential ripple effects in your reality. You're being called at this time that authenticity is not you wearing on your sleeve all of your interests. What it is you being in the living motion. The authenticity is the dedication towards the path. You are true to the things that you are seeking to create. The universe at this time is telling you that you are closer to success than you might know. But it is up to you to go deep within, to explore the catacombs that have been left unexplored. There are aspects of you that are urgently calling your attention. There are things deep within that you're being called to unlock. And your ability to unlock them, your ability to address them, is going to help to turn your world over in an extremely powerful way. That some think it's a waiting game. Some think things come with due time. Things come at the time that they are supposed to. What I'm here to tell you is that it could come tomorrow. It could come 10 years from now. The only deciding factor is the energetic decision and the ability to face the thoughts, the fears, the emotions within. The moment you come to terms and you find that truth, you pass that test within that grade of your soul's initiation, then everything comes to you. So some of you feel like there are blockages in love, there are blockages in money, there are blockages in your opportunity to be able to enjoy experiences. These things are not rooted in you not finding the right thing. It has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with you coming to terms with what is within here. Sometimes the universe makes the circumstances around us worse to give you that kind of cowbell, wake up call, wake up call. You're really not doing what you need to do. Luck versus lack of luck. What is the difference? What is the difference? What causes these things? What gives some people what seems to be tremendous luck and others lack of luck? It is coming down to the seeds that you sow and the intentions that come from them. That everything comes down to your level of being at peace. That all stresses manifest. That all insecurities, all doubts, all unexplored emotions, the floorboards with the beating heart underneath of them, all of these things claw at the soul. And they make it so the negativity continues to manifest. And until you address your deepest fears, your deepest insecurities, pains, woes, until you come to terms with yourself and come to complete and utter forgiveness, you are going to be driving in the slow lane. You are going to be the slowest moving person on that highway. In order to be the fastest, you need to make that energetic decision deep within to decide upon the future that you want to see. I'm sensing that you're being guided by things that you believe in, but others might not. That these are unique forces, that they seem to speak to you and for you. It's not necessarily you're hearing voices, though perhaps some of you are. It is more that you're having hunches, intuitions, you're having senses about things. You're feeling like there's this guidance that is guiding you to reproduce results, but doesn't necessarily feel of you. It's almost as a spirit, something is reaching out to try to work through you, for you, to create something marvelous, something beautiful. The universe is putting you at this place where it is very clear to you what it is that you need to walk away from. What it is that you need to just address, that it's really creating leaks within your auric field, your energy reserves. Your energy is being taken away from you the more and more you spend in, how do I put this, low vibrational environments. You could be the master of master, energy, warrior, whatever, and you go into a room filled with negativity. I don't care how powerful you are. Your energy level is going from here all the way down to here. That negativity brings things into a crash, into a sudden collapse. So that when you are putting this negative energy into the universe, even if you're on the other end of it, by a byproduct, it's going to take you apart. It's going to tear you to pieces. You know, some of you, not all of you, but perhaps some of you work in an office. You go to wave to one of your coworkers because you're just trying to be friendly and a good person today. Hey, so-and-so, how are you doing? Everybody's level in the whole office, not just you. Whole office, here. Congratulations, you ruined the day because you talked to the one guy no one's supposed to talk to. Then you get all the negative glares and the nose is high up and the subtleties, the ripple effect goes into the subtleties, and you just were trying to do one good thing and you paid the price for it. The environment is the first thing that you need to address. And I'm sensing that right now you need to be able to curate the perfect environment for you to thrive. The issue is not you. You are not the issue. And some of you are just treating yourself as your own punching bag and you're blaming yourself for the reason why things are going a certain way. The universe is trying to help you to understand that sometimes it is not the artist, it is the tools. It's the inspiration. It's the motivation. It's the fuel they're receiving. That even the most wise of wise people cannot operate if they don't have the right inspiration and the right fuel. It is not difficult to take the highest of the saints and bring them down a few levels, given a curated circumstance. That the universe knows how to deviate hounds against those who believe they are hiding their subtleties from others. That if you think that certain things in your life that are not part of your sacred purpose, that you think that there's going to be some sort of quick way to get ahead, you're realizing at this time that right now it's time to get down to business. You're addressing that there are some power struggles going on. There are people in your life who have been uncompromising. There are people who have been really trying to lay down the law with you, really try to regulate who you are, your behavior, your thoughts. People are really trying hard to pivot and shift your mind. The universe is really trying to let you know that you have this tremendous sense of value about you. You have this tremendous talent. People are very drawn towards you because you are approachable. You are ideal to work with. And so the universe is trying to help you to realize that the truth and the power that is within you is guiding you to recognize the circumstances for what they are. You've now had enough evidence to realize that the issue is not you. The issue is your circumstance. So the universe is helping to show you this tremendous value that you have in yourself. And it's helping you to dream how far you can take it. If the perfect object is put in the perfect environment, it will thrive. And so the universe is saying to you, step into the perfect environment and watch the garden blossom around you. The universe is helping you to find this love and this power for yourself, to do the things that are necessary. Out of love, you are ready to move forward with things that you feel fit into a larger picture. You're motivated by your dreams and your desires at this time. That there are a lot of things that are proving to be difficult, but I'm sensing that you are overcoming it. You're becoming a place where you see the importance of walking away from what no longer serves you. You're confident to follow your instincts. You're allowing a metamorphosis to go about you. You're growing your horns. You're tapping into your power, into your intuition. Now, the universe is helping you to realize that you have this magnificent confidence that is working through you to help you generate anything that it is that you need. The universe is letting you know that that moment that you take that leap of faith, you take that chance to make that decision that this is what you're going to do, it's going to happen. The universe wants to support you in making those dreams happen, making anything you so desire happen. Trust the abundance that is coming your way. Trust that there are things that want to work with you, for you, through you. They want to help you have that positive effect on reality that carries over tenfold. The universe is helping you to realize just how far your arms reach, but yet you are noticing that things are delayed. Things are delayed because of due process. I'm sensing that you need to choose to completely immerse yourself into something if you want to get through to the other side. There's always transactions, there's always costs, there's always sacrifice. That's what people call the devil. What the devil is, beyond just what people immediately blame it as the root of all evil. The devil is the consequential contract that you have for choosing to incarnate here, meaning material matter. That all things need to be swum through, worked through, tunneled, dug, labored, tripped over. All these things come up as you are on your path. And so the universe is telling you that you have all these different options. But once you choose, you're really in it. Once you choose, you're really immersed into it. You realize that all the things that you could possibly want, you could have. But upon choosing that thing, you have completely immersed yourself into that reality. You have access to no others. You know, as a joke way of describing this, let's say that you have a favorite food. All right, you can have as much favorite food of this as you want, but you can eat nothing else. Some of you might be like, fine, whatever, I'll deal. 2 years later, you might finally be tired of pizza. Who knows? You might finally be tired of it. Others of you wouldn't be able to make that deal. And so the joke tying to the more serious point here is that there is an opportunity here for you to choose. But can you really stomach the amount of time that is being called for you to accomplish this work? Can you really stomach the responsibility? And that's what the universe is slowing you down. It's like, whoa. Do you agree to the terms and conditions? Because once you choose this, you have to show up to the island, burn the ship that has brought you there, and you're building the utopia. There's no going back. There's no going back. There's no phoning home. There's none of that. There's no ground control to Major Tom. There's none of that. There is just you and your ability to instill your will upon the sands and cultivate a vibration within them to build the castles of your dreams. The universe wants to see you decide that greatness is for you and take all responsibility that comes with that. You are exploring at this time what it is that you truly want, your blockages, your fears. The universe is helping you to address some insecurities, come to truth, come to realization about some things. I'm sensing that the universe has shown you some strong love, strong power. It has shown you that you are in favor of a lot of people and that you have a lot of love that you want to share. You are acting from the best possible place. You are beginning to realize that you cannot be everything to everyone. You are not here to be the personal cheerleader for everybody as they are trying to crawl. Some of them, they really are just rolling through it. They're not. They're really struggling with those uphills, and you're just really always trying to. I'm sensing for some of you, stopping to help these other people. You cannot break the egg open for the chicken. That is part of its development. You will kill it in doing so. You need to recognize that certain legwork that you think you're doing for other people, lend them a hand. You are enabling them to suffer and to continue to free fall. You need to stop enabling people. You need to stop enabling them to be on their spiraling free fall because you're scared to see them hit that ground, but they got to hit that ground or they're just going to keep building momentum and it's going to hurt more. So you kind of have to make that decision to do what you need to do now. The universe is trying to really get you to understand that the character that you are meant to become, coming full circle with this, right? Coming full circle right to the beginning. The character that you're meant to become is going to help to facilitate the solutions that the people around you need. It is not your job to run around the ship that is burning, has holes in it, leaks like a madman, trying to put everything out and bandage it. It is your job to say, well, I'm not going down with this ship. Get on that raft, get to that island, say, I'm going to start it all over, build it, and offer something better. Because that captain is obviously spending too much time in the captain's quarters, not paying attention to what needs to be done. It is time for you to make the decisions that are going to move things forward. Let's see what your heart needs to hear at this time. What is important and what is essential for your heart to hear so that it can transcend to the next level of divine love. Let's get you closer to your feelings, your needs. What does your heart need? And to start, you're being called to blossom, just thrive, just shine. Don't hide your beauty anymore. Do not dim your own light. I'm sensing that the universe is helping you to realize at this time that there's a lot of power within you. That there is a lot of power within you to be able to conjure what it is that you want to see come true. The universe is telling you to seek the truth. That you are at a place in your life where you're really trying to match the vibration of what it is that you want to become. That if you shine, you will find your truth. It's time to seek the truth within. I'm sensing that there are fears, there are pains, there are some things in your life that have just caused you this tremendous amount of suffering, that have been left unhealed in your life. The universe is telling you to take the lead, take responsibility, take ownership of the decisions, and do that to move things forward. Love is abound, love is unfolding, and love is happening. It's time to take the lead and to take stances. It's time to make decisions. People are looking for the leader to shine on through. Here's your opportunity to assume that responsibility. Most people in this world are terrified of responsibility. Little do people know that is the master key to all accomplishments. Responsibility for others, for yourself. The universe allocates power and resources to those who assume responsibility. You are being handed the master key at this time because the universe has decided that you are at this place where you are ready to receive it, where you're ready to use it. That's by knowing that for assuming the responsibility of others, you will be blessed. You will be rewarded. You will be given tremendous gifts. You will be shown the signs, the universe, to all the best books, to all the things that you need, resources, inspiration, guides, tools, alliances. All these things are going to be brought to you at this time because you've made that decision. The decision at this time to hold the responsibility that is so fragile within the hands of others, but it will be so powerful within yours. Take the lead in love, and you'll find you will be rewarded. Now let's see what your psyche needs to hear. Tuning in to your spirit and your psyche. Spiritual strength. You're being called at this time to recognize the strength shows through what it is that you're doing. Sometimes we don't realize, like, think of yourself like you're at the gym and there's that one person who just, you know, they're really working themselves up, and then they go and they pick up the really big weights and they're grunting, they're screaming, and everyone at the gym stops to see what this dude is doing, and just the loud noises, and then they put the weights back on the bar. It's like, ah, and everybody feels it, right? And it's just like, whoa, all right. Well, that's how people feel when they're around you, and you don't need to lift weights to do it. You don't need to show off to do it. That in order to get there, your recipe for getting there is demonstrating your spiritual strength. Because there are things, there are places, there are responsibilities that people are too scared to assume, and so they don't touch it. The universe is looking to guide you towards your light, your divinity. It's looking to help shower you with new inspiration. The universe is showing you at this time to believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Authority. You are being given the absolute power. You are being given the absolute strength. The universe is giving you a clear perspective. It is giving you the power to make the decisions that you need. You have the authority because people see the strength that you have. The light is emanating towards you. Like I said, people who are assuming responsibility are blessed. And you can feel those light particles spinning around you at this time. You can feel them coming through. The powerful energy that is being shared is tremendous. The universe wants you to be rewarded. The universe wants you to be able to step into your truth and to activate upon it, to be able to set it into motion, to build it into something beautiful. Right now, your solar plexus is being called to be worked on. You're being called to balance yourself, to really recenter, to really focus on what it is that is going to help build your momentum and your inertia. That a lot of people associate the psychic will always with the third eye. That someone's psyche always has to do with up here. That the solar plexus is probably the most overlooked chakra within the chakra system. And your center of gravity is what enables things to orbit, is what enables you to fling things. You know, the person who plays, say, a professional sport and throws a ball, you know, some days where they're not just throwing right, you know, solar plexus is off. The chef who's chefing it up, and they are just not on their game. Their solar plexus is out of whack. You have to realize at this time that the universe is trying to get you to be able to be optimal, efficient, effective, and potent in all the works and all the things that you do. We are now going to move on to how you are handling your social relations. How are you handling your relations with others? How are you handling your relationship with loved ones, with coworkers, with peers? How are you handling your relationships with your romances? I'm sensing that you're beginning to realize that investing in opportunities are getting a lot of people's attention. You're seeing opportunities to build and collaborate. In some ways, you're feeling like the fool, taking a brave leap of faith, taking instinct, following a chance. The universe has also shown you that you have found an inspiration. You have found a destiny. You have found a place to sink your teeth into. And you are being given a tremendous gaze to be able to see into the future, to be able to have the clairvoyance and the divine power about you, to be able to see how things are unfolding. You have a really good instinct that something can work. There are going to be a lot of people who might laugh, scoff, think that this idea is just laughable. But the universe is telling you at this time that if you can take a leap of faith, you will go light years farther. The universe wants you to be able to see that there's a lot of opportunity if you can capitalize off of it. The universe wants you to see that what you know to be true is very true. And what you are expecting to come true will. The positivity in your life is going to be rewarded. It is hard to hold a positive mental attitude. A lot of people struggle with it. There are tremendous gifts for doing it. I'm sensing that you are constantly, however, feeling like you're in a place where you need to prove yourself to others. You are demonstrating your clairvoyance. You're also showing that you're really good with being in the moment. There are a lot of people around you who premeditate things too much. They always have to plan ahead. They always have to outline things, and things have to go step by step. And you just live so well in the moment, and you're so guided. People see you as someone with tremendous momentum, but however, because you bring up the insecurities in these people, they tend to shut off. I'm sensing that certain happiness routines are saturated, that there's not a lot of authentic joy. A lot of things seem artificial, plastic, is what I'm sensing from the universe. And I'm sensing that you're trying to compete against these things. It's like trying to convince your friends that the bar stool and sports center is kind of not the way to go. But it's hard because it's one preaching against the millions. And so you're beginning to realize at this point in your life that there are things that are worth building. There are things that are worth celebrating. There are things that are worth rising towards, that are unique and require champions to call them forth. That I'm sensing that right now you're being seen as an outlier because you do things in your own way. Sanity is a relevance to what the other population is doing. If the whole population stuck their heads in the sand and let themselves get bitten by ants every single day because for whatever reason they thought it was a good idea, and you choose not to, by common consensus, that makes you crazy. Now, I don't think any of you personally want to do that. However, though, if everybody else was doing it, some of you might feel pressure to do it, as absurd and crazy as it is. Peer pressure has gotten people to do crazier things. Like, oh man, I'm not even going to go there. So the universe is helping you to realize that things were not meant to work out, that things really couldn't flourish under certain circumstances. That I'm sensing that you try to put faith that you can work things out, that you can smooth things over with certain people, but it just really hasn't worked out. And so now you're being called to pick up the pieces and see how you can clairvoyantly move forward. Now let's see how you are aligned with your passions. How are you aligned with your passions? I'm sensing a great deal of frustration. I'm sensing a great deal of something's just kind of have really put you through the ringer. That I'm sensing you feel really betrayed by people. I'm sensing that you feel really put on the telescope for not really good reason. I'm sensing people are looking for reasons to pick arguments, strifes with you. That I'm seeing you as just this sentient being, as this aware, conscious individual who is not trying to just drag their energy mud, on their boots through the house, so to speak. You're not trying to make your problems other people's. But yet people, because they are threatened by the level of peace that you bring to yourself, they are worried about the questions that it raises about them. I'm sensing the universe wants you to be able to recognize the abundance, the vast opportunity. It wants you to recognize that certain environments are just grown to be disappointing, that you're hoping that certain things are going to come through in a more meaningful way, and they haven't. You've come disappointed with your passions, and now you're looking for new things. You're looking to shift towards new opportunities. You realize that you've made the wrong choice, that you thought that somewhere would be a great place to kind of thrive and spring yourself up, but has turned out to be a really negative situation. The universe is helping to shift you towards a place of abundance. It's helping to surround you with all of these great choices. And it's helping you to realize these things that are kind of not worth fighting for. These things that doesn't matter how positive or nice you try to be about it, it's just not really going to be effective. People are going to hold grudges because people hold grudges, and that's just who they are. That's where they're at in their personal developments. They've got thousands of years to go, and perhaps so do we. But the point is that you're still that much farther ahead, and that therefore you are going to feel the world in a much more livelier way. We're now going to see how you align as far as your destiny. How are you aligned with your destiny at this time? How are you aligned with your destiny at this time? Destiny is trying to help you have a little more fun, laugh a little bit more, be more joyous, and just be able to appreciate things for what they are. It's helping you to find your wild yet fertile fields, your place where you're going to invest your efforts to see what comes through. You're finding that you have this tremendous gift of inspiration about you, that you're able to share this prolific wisdom, that you have a very impactful message that really rings true for a lot of people. A lot of people are moved and motivated by the things that you have to say. And I'm sensing that this is helping to build up. The universe is aligning new passions so that you can pursue your happiness. Things are delayed, though, because I'm sensing that there's still some energetic stuff. We were talking about this earlier. There's energetic stuff. You need to be able to come to terms, come to peace, that certain people in your life have really left you down. You have to come to terms with the fact that some people have let you down. That delays have come through because you have to really understand something. You have to come to terms with it. You have to forgive it. And so as you are shifting towards something new, the universe wants you to understand that you have done everything that you could do. You have put in the effort you could to try to help people understand. But now you realize you have to let the universe do its work. You are not able to do it. You have to let the larger hands put it in its effort. It's been an honor to be able to read for you. We have just one animal message. What animal is going to come to you as a sign from the universe, as a spiritual guide? And the card that we have drawn for the collective is we have the bat. You have the power to transcend failure and to move into a limitless future. Let me repeat that. You have the power to transcend failure and move it into a limitless future. There are two types of people. There are people who let failure be a hunger to pursue and continue, and those are the winners. And there are people who let failure be this diminishing thing that discourages them from trying again. Those are the losers. You're being shown by the universe that a pathway to success requires failure. That nobody who has achieved significant success in their life has done it without failing. somewhere along the way. And they used alchemy to transmute that and to build it into the pools of success in which they claim and in which they are celebrated for. It has been an honor to read for you today. My Divinity into Yours, personal readings, and life coaching services are available at seldomdreams.com. We have a beautiful... Have you ever stumbled upon a new place or connected with a new person and something just felt like home? Something resonated that told you that this was familiar. That there's something here that seems older than perhaps your longest lifetime relationships and connections and memories. That there's something that just sinks in here, that just takes you to a place that you feels like home, but you've never been there before. The truth is that since the beginning of time, the blank canvas has been painted upon by all the consciousness that has brushed its presence upon it. And that often in spirituality, we get so caught up in the collective aspect of spirituality, yet we forget to realize that it is up to the perfection of each individual part to make the perfection of the whole, and so therefore each to understand from which they've come and to where they are going. The universe is helping to prepare this message for you at this time to understand that in many lifetimes you have left imprints, you have left clues, you have left energetic resonance through everything that you have touched, gazed upon. And as you are being fed through all your senses are leaving resonation on all the things in which you have touched. And as you have found yourself returning here, reclaiming all those pieces, picking up all the artifacts to restore the great presence within, you are realizing that it is not about time that is passing. It is about truth that is unfolding. That there is no separation between the beginning and end, except in which the way we go about gathering up all the pieces once more. That they are cast out so that we are able to arrange and learn in yet a new, innovative way. The universe has brought you here to help you understand that the keys are through the vibration. That everything within this world has left a shell. It has left an energetic resonance of its truth. And that you have access to all of these things. Anyone, everything that has passed through this timeline, you have the ability to access all the energetic reserves. Now, the knowledge, the truth, the power is not in the memorization of the translation of an earthly tongue. It is about stepping into the universal truth, the vibration that speaks to all, and knowing that from within there, all energies become the database centers of all truths that are meant to unfold. You are receiving this message at this time to understand that you can access any book within the archives, and you can conjure it, you can act upon it, you can choose it. I'm sensing that you're at a place in your life where you have just felt the weighing crush of disappointment and a lack of authenticity, a lack of interpersonal connection. You're taking some time to go deep within to address what it is that you truly want. For so long, it has been so much of what others have wanted for you that has been impressed upon you, that I am sensing that there's been this strong theme that others have set an agenda forward and they have wanted you to become a part of it. But now you are beginning to carve your own path and realize that the more and more that you entertain the thoughts of others, the more and more their world seems to build upon yours. The more and more that you choose to try to reconnect with the lost aspects of yourself, they begin to find themselves wandering into your life, so subtly yet so hintedly noticed by the universe, that you can't help at this point but notice the little things, the subtle things, the conversations of the birds, the intermingled smiles of what feel like just little joyous animals running through the forest floor. You feel the senses, you feel all the things communicating to you from so many different angles. You have realized that this is the opportunity, this is the divine timing for perfection. The universe has brought you to a place where you're able to finally truly understand what is worthwhile. What is worth making moves for? You have found something that really excites you and speaks to you. Something that takes world beyond and above the mundane. The precursor world before here seems like it's just building blocks. Tutorial Island. Here's the training room. Now you have been initiated into this higher way of thinking and perceiving. You have realized that you have many more components within yourself that help you to reach out and change and reorient the world and how it is positioned in front of you. And that is not just about you rushing to stack all these stones, but allowing so many things to fall into place. And understand it is your mind's imagination that creates the corridors from point A to point B. The universe is helping to resource and finance whatever endeavors that you are trying to conjure within your imagination at this time. It is giving you the will and the ability to begin to broadcast those frequencies to others. You're being able to reach others in a way that you have not been able to do before, because the soul energy that you are drawing from now is just that much more powerful. Trust that all that spirit work that you have been doing, trust that all the inner reflection, that self-analysis is going to be put to tremendous work, because the value that you have got out of it is going to give you the steam needed to charge forward. You've done a lot of introspection, a lot of self-analysis. The universe is telling you right now, just focus on expanding those connections, expanding that influence, allowing more and more souls to get into the orbit of what it is that you want to conjure. It's about what everybody is getting out of the pie and not just what you are. And as you found a way to bring your servitude forward, you found that others are happy to come together in joy for you. The universe is helping you to reposition your resources and your mindset towards new dreams and goals. You have a lot of what seems like uncertainty, but if you take so much of the faith that you have placed in the details, in the written words of people, and you take that faith and place it towards the eternal that has lived much longer and has breathed through all things, then you'll be able to access that mainframe. Understand that through all of us is an individual facet of aspects of the universe, that there is one consciousness that moves through us all, but yet we differentiate in our roles in which how we facilitate that process. And so understand that what is happening through this eternal timeline is just simply that eternal conversation with self, the eternal awakening to detach from this aspect of solid truth and to move into the plethora of infinite reality. The universe wants you to expand into the darkness beyond the stars, meaning reach where light has yet not to reach, and to expand and to fill that world, and to fill those empty catacombs with life, vibrant life once again. You are being called to address the failures that have become quite evident within your life. There are things that were not meant to be. There are some things that have never got traction, and therefore, because of it, they have never built. The universe is telling you to be patient, to trust that the right time is going to appear in front of you for your taking. You need to be able to sharpen your mind's eye towards that opportunity that the universe is preparing you for. I'm sensing that you've conjured this divine skill about you, that you have a new, fresh perspective on things, that if you trust in the investigative quality within, you're going to find that you are led towards this new path of discovery. You're being called to shed away all those old themes, all those things that no longer serve you at this time. The universe has almost created this abyssal black hole right underneath a big chapter of your life. It is allowing all those things that come falling in. They're being sucked into that vacuum of nothingness because they're not going to help get you to the overarching goal. Think of them as simply props to help familiarize you to a certain loading program within your development. You are now at a place where you're beginning to harmonize and symphonize with things that are of a completely much more eloquent composition. That the universe is helping you to open your mind's eye to something so much tremendously more powerful. That the things that you have used before have not worked, have not come to your fruition because they have not truly satisfied your soul. You're being called to allow new themes, new opportunities to move through you. You're allowing to open yourself up and broaden to new horizons. I'm sensing that you have built this quite narrow corridor for yourself. You've built this world in which there's only one way through, and unfortunately because of that, one way out. But now you've created for yourself a multitude of realities, multitude of opportunities, multitude of timelines with so many resources and energies that are coming together. But are these random? No, they are not. These are not uncontrolled portals from other realities, but yet they are quite eclectically chosen, curated, and organized with specific intention to cause a set of series of events in which will transpire to what you have come here to accomplish. Understand that that accomplishment is more within reach than it is far away. That the universe has been working with you like railroads, working from opposite ends, from coast to coast, meeting at the middle, finding that one center. Understand that the universe has many things working from different positions to come meet you at that center. Trust that it is up to you to pick up the work that is in front of you, to hold accountable to your role within the collective. The mouth does not move with concern of what the heart is beating at. It does not move with concern of necessarily how hungry the stomach is. But what happens is that sense of centricity gives purpose and separation to all so they can cohesively work within the whole. Within the collective, you are now being called to recognize what part within this facilitation do you play, and not to get so caught up in what it is that you have to give to others. Just focus on what it is that you have to do to be yourself. And the rest of those processes are going to naturally follow on through. Trust that the universe has helped to bring this clear, open source available for you. It's helped to make this direct line, this direct transmission, so you can tap into it whenever you so want. It's almost as if you just simply need to click your heels 3 times. That you are being called at this time to cultivate the patience to see the reward come through. That success did not manifest in the way that you're hoping. And so you have realized, become of this, that there are things, truths that you need to face. I'm sensing that there are very sudden occurrences that have happened in your life. This has caused you to not necessarily drop the ball, but bring you on a detour. The universe is putting you at this place, this level of understanding where you're able to tap into energies that you've not been able to tap in before because there's a completely new environment. There's been a lot of tense energy being built up in the universe, a lot of tense energy in your environment. There are things that have been all coiled up, and the universe wants to see them all come out and be whole once more. That it is time to see all these things spring up. It is time to see this new opportunity flourish. The universe is helping you to realize just how prolific and just how powerful your mind's eye is, and is giving you an opportunity to show it. I'm sensing there are things that have caught a lot of people off guard. There are things that are going on in the timeline right now that are definitely getting the shock out of people. But however, when people reach this shock, now is time to interject and to add that eternal value, to add that prolific joy that will sit in the hearts of so many. To develop your psychic abilities at this time, I'm sensing that the universe wants you to let go of the grip that you have hardened so tightly onto. The universe wants you to be able to grow in your spiritual nature, but it wants you also to realize that it's not always about having the foot on the gas pedal. It's about being able to optimize your energy at all times. I'm sensing within you there's this desire to rush ahead, that you have your bloodthirst towards the finish line. But the universe is telling you, until you adjust your energies correctly, you aren't going to get there, no matter how fast those legs run. Trust that the universe wants to help bring this divine brilliance to your direction. The message that is coming through is temptation. The universe is giving you something that seems so easy to choose, so easy to latch out onto. Seems like an easy escape, an easy alternative. Rather than put up with the insurmountable wall of challenges in front of you, here's the getaway car. And I'm sensing you don't want to take the getaway car. Deep down, you see the temptation, but you know that it is fool's gold. Focus on the foundations and focus on the achievements that you've made. The universe is helping you to move forward and advance in quite practical ways. It's helping you to be able to understand what it is that you're able to achieve when you put your mind to it. The universe is going to help deliver milestones that are going to help you be more aware of what things are working with you. It is time to embrace the recognition and reward that you've put in such a tremendous level of work, a tremendous level of effort, that the universe is looking to pour its wealth over you so that you can continue to share and give that abundance with others. Now, also understand that in this transition, there's going to be this time where I'm sensing a lot of you are dealing with this heartache. There's loss. There's this feeling of being left out, or something within your heart, the void that cannot be filled, no matter what it is that you try to dump into it. The universe is telling you to latch on to these more tangible goals, tangible opportunities at this time. It wants to see you be fulfilled, but it wants to see you be fulfilled in a place where you can really recognize your success and move towards your goals. The universe's reward system is quite simple right now. There's your great work, there's your eternal effort, there's who you're meant to become and what it is that you're meant to do. And the universe wants to get you on full speed towards that goal. Trust that the universe is going to help give you that right amount of energy to get you on that right path. Now, what does your heart need to hear? Your heart needs to understand that now is time for it to seek. Now is time to seek what it is that your heart really desires. To explore, to play, contemplate. You have to give yourself the proper room, the proper energy and opportunity to express and pursue certain desires within your life. Understand that your daydreams can come true. And it's time to simply decide upon what it is that you want to see come true. Understand the universe will manifest all and anything to you at this time if you're so ready to receive it. There is well-deserved reward within your heart. You've put in tremendous effort into something that you've cared about for perhaps little to no return of the heart at that time, but yet the universe is looking to let you know that now is time to cash in, that an infectious amount of love is about to pour into your heart. You're being called to just listen. Pay attention to the subtle vibrations. Pay attention to the shifts of the earth. Pay attention to the change of tone and all the things around you, their energies and their reactions to you. There's a message from the universe telling you and reminding you to choose your battles. That right now you might see a lot of things around you in your life that you want to fix. You might want to pull some people over in your life and say, hey, that's not right. Or have you ever thought of doing it this way? Have you ever thought of taking it with that type of creative approach? Have you ever tried putting that essence or spin on it? Or have you ever thought about how this is affecting? The universe is wanting you to focus on yourself. That the universe is going to find the way to deliver the necessary messages to the necessary people. That you do not need to be the spokesperson for. The universe is perhaps exaggerating for some of you, but for some of you, this is quite literal. You do not need to be the spokesperson for the grievances around you. That you do not need to be the shedder of light, the shedder of truth, the announcer of the way. We are not here to convince others of the truth. We are not here to hash it out, to really make it cut and dry, to be dissected. The universe is trying to get you to make a move. The universe wants you to trust that as you flow, it flows. The energy's backing you. It's moving through you. It's moving because of you. The universe wants to see all these beautiful things manifest into your life. You know, your heart is at a place where you just need to trust in the seeking process. We're now going to take some time to see how you're trying to handle your relationships. The universe is showing you that there's so much abundance and so much joy, but yet I'm sensing that there's haunting energies in the back of your mind. You realize that there's so many things that you desire, but yet also don't understand about the people immediately around you in your life. You feel like there's a lot of curious notes. There's a lot of curious questions. The universe is helping you to realize that there are things hidden, that you have a strong reputation. Within that reputation, you cloak your desire. I'm sensing that the universe is helping you to be able to guide towards new joys. It is telling you to take a leap of faith towards something, someone you love. But this is a decision that once you choose it, once you make it, there's no going back. Once you started certain dances, the music doesn't stop until the hearts have stopped. And I'm sensing that once you've got the clockwork within this heart going, there's no stopping that beat. You have found someone, something that has aligned with you in such a virtuous way. You have found harmony in your social connections. You have found harmony perhaps in your romances. I'm sensing that the universe has helped you to realize, at least at the deepest level, what it is and who it is perhaps that you truly want. But however, you realize that what it is you truly want comes with tremendous sacrifice. You are weighing that sacrifice with you at this time. The hard thing is because you know it is the truth. That there's no ignoring it. There's no debating it. There's no just creating and laying out that teach chart and hashing out from side to side which is which and what is what. The universe is just letting you know what the truth is. It's not really giving you any room to color within or outside the lines. You have been resourced. You are given wealth. You're given everything that you need to get to the next level. That you're at this place in your life where the universe wants to see you commit to the great work. It doesn't want to see you just be satisfied, lethargic. Let's say you've made it. Right now, tomorrow, streamers, party, everything, you've made it. There's no more hunger. There's no more desire. There's no more drive. There's nothing worth celebrating. The universe wants you at this time to emerge into that reality that is much more worth celebrating, to emerge into that reality that is much more abundant. It is not immediately perceived so, but you have to have faith in the unfolding of the process. There's a lot that you want to prove within yourself. You want to prove yourself. You want to show others what you're capable of. But however, I'm sensing you're anxious, you're worried, you're not really sure how the numbers add up, but you're being called by spirit to listen to your heart. Listen to what truly moves you, motivates you, and inspires you. I'm sensing that the universe is helping you to realize that there's a sacred path that is meant just for you. And that there's an important thing that you're meant to accomplish on earth. That you have to really go against the grain in order to do it. The universe wants to send you the right soul allies. I'm sensing that you have doubt. I'm sensing that you have fear because you're not seeing a sense of organization. I'm sensing that you see things that are very much on the day-to-day, on the go-to-go, improv this, improv that. We'll figure it out when we get there. And I'm sensing that this has not really become the most practical or sustainable method for you at this time. The universe wants you to be able to shine through. The universe wants you to overcome any doubt and insecurity. I'm sensing that right now in a place you're not really sure who to trust, what to trust. You feel that each day has a new surprise for you. And it's not necessarily the good surprise. It's become overwhelming. But yet you open each door with a sense of eagerness and you choose to stomach the pain of what could be. The universe is trying to tell you at this time it is safe and it is okay to just feel the way you're feeling. I'm sensing that you've been in this world where it has been hard to escape your feelings. The universe wants to tell you that now it is okay. You can allow all that to break away and you can immerse yourself once more back into that place that you want to be. Now, let's see how you're striving towards your passions. How are your passions aligning at this point in your life? What motivates you? What inspires you? Where's the coal and where's the furnace? You know, right now, I'm sensing you're stopped in your tracks because you're just not in the right mindset. You're struggling to perform because you feel that there are so many things that are just really grating upon you at this time. A lot of things that are stressing you out. There's a lot of mental angst, and it's really becoming overwhelming. You see your destiny, and I'm really feeling this sense of a rush. You're determined towards your purpose. You're just ready to brush out of the way, push everything aside, do everything that it is that you need to do to push on through. And I'm sensing that the universe is telling you that it's time to focus on conjuring the experiences that you want to have. That this suffering, that this misery is not so. You're being called to share yourself in a way, to express yourself in a way that is received in a certain way by others. You're being called to release, let go, and make room for new things. Trust that the universe wants to see you in this valley of abundance, wants to see you be able to come to terms with the suffering that has been spent. But know that once you are able and willing to release, a great deal of reward is coming your way. At this time, the universe is helping you to recognize what sacrifices are worth making and which ones are not worth making. You have found something that is worth committing to. You realize the cost to play. You insert your coin and you're ready to go. Level up, player one. Let's shoot for the high score. This opportunity speaks to you in a wholehearted way, that you're ready to move forward with this tremendous excitement about you, that you realize that you have been eagerly awaiting this chance. You know your value. There have been some difficult things, however, in the road that the universe has been calling you to work on. The universe doesn't want you so set in stone about things. The universe wants to see you be more flexible. The universe wants to see you be more adaptive. It doesn't want you to see you only be able to thrive under set circumstances. It wants to see you be boundless, limitless. It wants to see you be able to access your infinite potential to its greatest lengths. It wants you to be able to sing your soul song to its highest volume. It doesn't want you to hold any of that back. Let's see how you are aligned with your destiny at this time. How are you aligned with your destiny? The universe is in momentum and is in flourishing. It is flourishing when you are aligned. The universe is in chaos, which also breeds opportunity when those are not aligned. Because when those are not aligned, there's an opportunity to reorient. And when we are able to reorient and we are able to encapsulate more than just our essence and psyche, we are therefore able to find so much more as living and moving through our wills and actions. The universe has plunged the world into chaos so that you can come on top of it as king and reclaim your throne, reclaim the psychic title. I'm sensing that you have taken full charge. You've taken full power. I'm sensing that you are this burning, radiant light of your personal joys, and you're determined to head where you go. I'm sensing, however, you feel alone on your journey. You don't feel supported. You don't feel like you have people on your side rooting for you. This is very much you want this for yourself, and you're doing it. And it seems that there are a lot of people that this has this feeling of they're waiting for you to fail. You know that you have cultivated the gift. You know you're being tested by the universe to see if you can put up with the resentment of the conformists. You're being called to be decisive about your decisions. You have the grip. I'm sensing you really do know your path. And I'm sensing you see the door that needs to be closed on certain people. I'm sensing that there's this feeling of sadness in your life, but there are also things in life that need to be given their proper release. That sometimes in life we want to just kind of flip the table and storm away from responsibility. We don't want to have to address the deeper rooted things within the situation. But I'm sensing at this time you're being called to give it its proper delicate process, not to be so quick to be dismissive, not to be so quick to be decisive about how things are. The universe wants you to embrace a new thought, a new direction of thinking. It wants you to trust that as you allow your mind to wander, it will find those roads that have been lost to the ancients. Know that the universe is looking to help you realize that it is your journey to walk in these shoes. There's nobody going to be high-fiving you all the way down on that walkway, on that path. It is up to you to take that walk, and you alone. The universe wants to send you signs in the forms of symbols. Let's see what symbols are going to be coming your way at this time. What symbols should you be paying attention for? What will be the sign from the universe? I'm sensing that you can expect somebody of tremendous wealth and gift to be approaching you at this time. There's someone who has a great deal of resource. There's somebody who has a much larger picture than you can ever imagine, and they want to see how you could be a part of it. There's somebody who has noticed you. There's somebody who has noticed your tremendous skill. You have a great eye for things, and this person appreciates the special set of hands that you're able to bring to that larger table. Know that there's someone who's coming forward. They have great gifts for you. They have invested a lot of resource to be able to access you. They want to be able to reach out so that they can offer this tremendous reward. I'm sensing that you can expect promising things ahead. Expect those looking out for you. Expect those who have warm and welcoming gifts. And understand that you can trust and notice all the signs from the universe. That you will often be given signs and visions through your dreams. Trust in the divine power that is coming through. Trust in the divine power that is speaking through you. And trust the message that it wants to share. What animal messages are going to be worked through you? What can you expect to see as far as an animal guide coming into your life at this time? Animal guide coming into your life. And this spirit guide comes through as the frog. Adapt and survive by accepting the inevitable and seizing your potential. Allow me to repeat that. Adapt and survive by accepting the inevitable and seizing the potential. That you cannot always change what has happened, but you can always create your new circumstances. Through radical acceptance, you could come to terms with that wrestling match inside of your mind of what you are owed and what should have happened. By accepting this, you are able to get a better grip of reality. By coming to terms with reality and where you're at, you're able to seize your power. You're able to step into your position. And by unlocking this potential, you're going to be able to open so many doors for you. The alchemist sees how one step leads to another, how the current situation always leads you back to home. Trust it as long as you are searching, as long as you are guided by that inner feeling, and you know through that hot and cold, you will be reminded that you are truly on the right path. There are a lot of very powerful spirits that are invested in your success at this time. They see where you are going. They see what you have accomplished. They want to be a part of that track record, and they want to be able to work with you, work through you, to be able to connect and help access this information for so many more people. Trust that you have been chosen by very powerful forces to be able to share this divine message with others, that this part of your psyche has been unlocked so that you can understand with deeper clarity how far all of this really can go. It has been an honor to be able to read for you today. My divinity into yours. Personal readings, live consultations, and life coaching services are available at seldomdreams.com. If you're looking to be able to create that direct transmission and access your powers to use the energy around you to accomplish all feats, I'm happy to guide you in this process. If you're looking for a reading to gain clarity, I'm happy to provide this. Services are available at seldomdreams.com. We also have a beautiful selection of obsidian merchandise and also beautiful eclectic hats. For those who are the occult enthusiasts, you'll love our